Two old rivals meet here at the King Bodewijn Stadium in Brussels as Belgium and Netherlands face off in their last friendly before the World Cup 2014 qualifying campaign kicks off in September. New Belgium coach Mark Wilmots can look forward to the latest qualifying tournament with more optimism than any Belgium national coach since the halcyon days of the 1980s, thanks to a raft of some of Europe's finest players. The new boss Louis van Gaal, it's a fresh start for the Dutch following their Euro 2012 disaster. Well, despite missing midfielder Marouane Fellaini with a groin injury, Mark Wilmots has chosen a strong starting 11. Christian Benteke gets the nod over Romelu Lukaku in attack. A midfield of Witsel, De Voort, Chadli, Hazard and Morales is as impressive as most in Europe. Van Buiten, Vertonghen and Vermaelen offer experience and strength in defence. Ajax star Ricardo van Rijn is handed his debut for the Oranje at right back, with PSV's Luciano Narsing winning his third cap on the left wing. Van Gaal faced similar problems as Bert van Marwijk, who to pick at centre forward. He's gone with Klaus-Jan Huntelaar, leaving the seemingly Manchester United-bound Robin van Persie on the bench. Martin Atkinson, English referee for Belgium versus the Netherlands. This is the 125th meeting between these two neighbours. The Dutch have had the better of the previous 124 with 55 wins to Belgium's 40. Although the Belgians have the better recent record, they're unbeaten in 5 against the Dutch, who haven't beaten Belgium since the 1997 World Cup qualifier. Belgium in the traditional all red, the Dutch in a changed all-black strip. New coaches and perhaps new eras for these two sides. An exciting time ahead paper for Belgium. Cross by Gillet towards Benteke. Plenty of pace here and a really good run by Narsing. It's a good cross as well, and the header over the top. Great play by Narsing, but I couldn't keep it down. Lighting up towards Huntelaar. So wins it back though for Belgium. Hazard on the turn. Vertonghen plays it in behind. Takei was in the centre. The ball didn't come across though. Lively play again by the new Chelsea midfielder Hazard. Just a corner. Hazard will take it. Benteke has looked lively early on. He's in there. Plenty of red shirts up as well. Good line for Vertonghen. It's driven in towards Stekelenburg. Dropped kindly for the new Tottenham defender. A shot straight at the goalkeeper. Schneider. Oh, it's played through. The Belgian defence almost caught square. And Courtois has been caught there by Rafael van der Vaart. It's all surprised to see a yellow card follow from Martin Atkinson. Belgian goalkeeper was always the clear favourite to get there first. Van der Vaart is booked. Slid in, and he most certainly caught Courtois. No complaints, Van der Vaart. First yellow card of the game. Of course, lost their last 3 games ahead of this one, all of them at the Euro 2012 finals. Narsing. Now Van der Vaart almost returned it to Narsing. Van Ireland getting a foot in, though, to get it away. Witsau battling in the midfield to win it back for Belgium. Now Morales. Good run by Kevin Morales. Here's Benteke. Still Benteke! Belgium lead. Great play by Kevin Morales. And Christian Benteke finishes off the move. And it is Belgium who strike first here against the Dutch. Second international goal for the Racing Genk striker. And it was all about the run of Kevin Morales here. Van Rijn didn't close him down. Ball found its way to Benteke, and he really kept his cool, wrong footing Matthijssen before firing home his second international goal. 1-0 Belgium. Chile. Defour. And Boyton. Qualified for 6 successive World Cups between 82 and 2002 Belgium, but none since. Missed out on the last 2. This really is an exciting crop of players that they've put together. Fellaini, no Vincent Kompany, remember, in the starting 11. Van der Vaart. Narsing. It's played back across. And Courtois did well just to push it round the post from Van Rijn. Good work again from the 2 youngsters, Narsing and Van Rijn, combining. It's a Dutch corner. Courtois was found wanting, and the header is off target. It's always going to be difficult to get it in from there for Asjan Huntelaar. In between 2 defenders. Quarter of an hour to half-time. Belgium 1, Netherlands 0. This match is in charge for Mark Wilmots and Louis van Gaal. Benteke, the goal scorer. Been caught in possession here, though, by Van der Vaart. And this is Narsing, and this is Huntelaar, and that's a good save from Courtois. Best we've seen from the Dutch. Benteke caught in possession. Van der Vaart with the vision to play in Narsing. A neat ball into Huntelaar, but he couldn't finish. Heitinger. Over the top, it's played across by Robin, but the whistle has gone. Ryan Robin, who's had a quiet half by his own high standards, aware of where Huntelaar was. Unfortunately for the Dutch, he was offside. Lovely touch by Robin, but counts for nothing. And the half-time whistle goes. It is Belgium who lead at the break. It's Belgium 1, Netherlands 0. So Netherlands to kick off the second half. And there's been plenty of changes from Louis van Gaal. That is Bruno Martins, who's one of 3 international debutants brought on in the Dutch defence. Stefan de Vries and Nick Viergever are the other 2. Could be an interesting test for them. It now means the entirety of the Dutch back 4 are making their international debuts. There is Viergever. on to replace Joris Matthijssen. John Heitinger replaced by Stefan de Vrij. There is Martins. Playing behind Robin, though. Sal picks it up for Belgium. They've made a change themselves. Daniel van Buiten has been replaced by Toby Alderweireld, who plays his football in the Netherlands with Ajax. It's de Vrij. Huntelaar. Deals touch to Martins. Robin. Bernal certainly showing his intentions to rebuild this Dutch squad with the inclusion of so many uncapped players. There's Van der Vaart. Now Martins. Possession early on from the Netherlands in the second half here. Gave it to de Vrij. Now Martins. Robin again. He touched the ball since the resumption of the second half. De Jong. Martins. There's Morales for Belgium. Across towards Benteke. Control by Martins, the fine fullback. This is Robin. Schneider. Again, Robin has made the run for him. Play by Robin, good ball across and an equaliser for the Netherlands. Tucked away by Narsing. Well, they really have dominated the opening 8 minutes of this second half, Louis van Gaal's team. And that was a terrifically crafted goal. And Luciano Narsing of PSV Eindhoven grabs his first goal at this level. Martins with a lovely ball to release Robin. And a first-time cross in. Luciano Narsing getting in behind Jan Vertonghen. Tucking the ball away, 1-1. All the good work from Belgium in that first half and getting themselves a lead through Christian Benteke has been undone. Here's Hazard. We've got options here. Benteke is in there. Morales was arriving late. It just skimmed off the top of his head. Much brighter from the Dutch, though, since half-time. How strong they'd be defensively with the introduction of 3 debutants and an international defence that has never played together before. Here's Witsel. De Jong was stronger. Now de Vrij. It's Martins again, who's ball released Robin for that equaliser. Schneider. Martins. It's highly rated, and you can see why. He's really been involved, and he's stabbed this one through now towards Robin. Great chance, Robin. It's Huntelaar, and it is 2-1 to the Dutch. 2 goals separated by a little more than 60 seconds, and you can see the frustration from Thomas Vermeulen. Powerful play, though, from the left-back again. Bruno Martins at the hub of another Dutch goal. Huntelaar was the intended target. Robin plays it across and Huntelaar just gets there ahead of Vermeulen. And it is Belgium 1, Netherlands 2. And it's taken the Dutch just 10 minutes to turn this around at the start of this second half. That's what it feels like to be on the end of it. Vermeulen. Belgium have responded with a change of their own. Kevin Morales has been replaced by Kevin De Bruyne. Here's Vermeulen. Now Witsel. Put away by Courtois. De Bruyne is a Chelsea player, remember, but will spend next season on loan at Werder Bremen. Benteke with a strong challenge on Bruno Martins. He's certainly been the man of the second half so far, Martins. Robin. De Jong. I was a big fan of Martins, and his performance here certainly isn't going to change Van Gaal's mind, is it? By De Bruyne. Changes afoot. Eden Hazard being replaced by Moussa Dembélé. Shows the strength and depth now that Belgium have, the likes of Dembélé coming on. Reaching the hour mark. Belgium 2-1 down. After previous failed qualifying campaigns when really the manpower hasn't been there for Belgium. No excuses this time, they have the talent now. It's just a case of Mark Wilmots putting it together for them. Here's Robin. Schneider. Dembélé for Belgium. And he was tripped, it's a free kick. Belgium will look at their qualifying group and feel they have a good chance. It is a tough group, very well matched. Croatia, Serbia, Scotland, Macedonia, Wales. There are no easy games in that group. By the same token, there isn't an immovable force as such. It's the 6 teams as far as Belgium are concerned. Clumsy, wasn't it, from Witsel on Viergever. Held it out by our defender, making his debut. De Jong. And Narsing. And Ryan. Huntelaar. Though for Belgium. This is Witsel. Chadli outside him. Here is Chadli up against the impressive Martins, though. It's opened up for the shot. And Stekelenburg grabs it at the second attempt from Steven Defoe. He was linked with all sorts of top clubs around Europe, eventually made the move to Porto. Still one or two of Europe's really big guns Keep their eye on Steven Defoe. Schneider. There's Robin. Now Schneider. Dutch looking for a third goal here. Schneider almost found his way through. Strong challenge from Defoe though, and it's deflected behind for a goal kick for Belgium. Up front for Belgium. Christian Benteke being replaced by another Chelsea man, Romelu Lukaku. He'll spend next year on loan at West Bromwich Albion in the Premier League. It's too high for Lukaku. The header on by Dembele. Towards Chadley. Of course, for Euro 2012 Belgium. Jointly hosted Euro 2000, of course, for the Netherlands. It's European Championships they qualified for. You have to go way back to '84. It's a great run by Vertonghen. Nice layoff as well, and an even better save by Stekelenburg to deny Nacer Chadli. Great play again by Belgium. Fabulous run from Jan Vertonghen. Fans must be so excited at seeing him in the white shirt next season. Corner headed away. Martins. Now Robin. Still has that burning pace, Robin, doesn't it? And wins the corner. Impressively turning defence into attack there. Defoe did well though to stick with Robin. It will be a Netherlands corner once the ball is returned. Lukaku inviting him to get on with it. Vermaelen keeping a close watch on Huntelaar. Corner from Robin. Lukaku got a foot to it and cleared it away. Up for a foul on Kevin De Bruyne. Here's Witsel. Alderweireld. Spotted the run of Witsel from midfield. Lukaku has made his way into the penalty area. Well played by Witsel, he stayed on his feet. Here's Dembele. Dutch pin back here, good ball across, and the header is brilliantly saved by Stekelenburg to deny Kevin De Bruyne. Well, he's certainly been called into action now on several occasions since the Dutch took the lead. Martin Stekelenburg. Corner to defend yet, though, and it's headed wide. Oh, what a chance for Belgium. Just can't find this equaliser. Toby Alderweireld in there, got his head to it. The wrong side of the post. Well, watching this replay, Nacer Chadli is making his way off to be replaced by Dries Martens. Two chances in quick succession, but what a great save that was from Stekelenburg, a really strong arm. Some looks on the Dutch bench. Patrick Kluivert and Louis van Gaal. It's set up. 17 minutes to go. Belgium 1, Netherlands 2. It's been all Belgium really since the Dutch took the lead. They had a Really good spell at the start of the second half to get themselves in front, but they're on the back foot now. And there's another one wide. Dries Mertens this time. Being involved for the first time since coming on for Chadley. He'll be disappointed not to have hit the target from there. And Ryan. Louis van Gaal to start with a win. Against their closest neighbours. There's De Jong. Oh, he's been caught in possession terribly there, De Jong. This is a great chance for Belgium. And now it is 2-2. Tucked away by Dries Mertens. He may have missed his last opportunity, but there was no missing that one. And you can see from the faces of those Belgian players on the bench the delight. Stekelenburg finally beaten. Nigel de Jong's first touch let him down. Martins took full advantage. And De Vrij couldn't get back at him. Second international goal for Martins, who plays his football in the Netherlands for PSV Eindhoven. And Wilmot's side deservedly level, 2-2. Scoring midfielder himself, Mark Wilmots would have enjoyed that from Dries Mertens. 29 goals and 70 internationals for the new Belgian coach. So excited to work with this current generation of Belgian players. Certainly the best since the Belgian team that reached the semi-finals of the '86 World Cup, and maybe even since the team that reached the 1980 European Championship final. Really have their tails up now, and listen to the atmosphere. You wouldn't know it was a friendly. Absolutely packed the King Bodewijn Stadium. Contrast to some of the other friendly internationals around Europe tonight, this one matters. Really positive play from Mertens. Unbeaten in 5 against the Dutch. Run looking to extend to 6. He went back against it the way they're playing. Here's Lukaku. Oh, he was strong there. Martins' shot spilt by Stekelenburg. Martins in again. Lukaku! 3-2 Belgium. What a turnaround. 2 goals in as many minutes for the home side here in Brussels. And suddenly the Dutch are heading for a 4th successive defeat. And Louis van Gaal and Patrick Kluivert heading for a loss in their first match in charge, unless they can pull it round again as they did just after half-time. Oh, what an extraordinary game it's been. Benteke putting Belgium in front, and Narsing and Huntelaar 60 seconds apart, putting the Dutch ahead. And survived several missed chances for Belgium. And now Dries Mertens scoring one, creating another. Just 2 minutes apart. A 2-1 deficit has become a 3-2 lead for Belgium. De Jong. Very different atmosphere now around the King Bodewijn. Aguiva. It's always going to be a gamble for Louis van Gaal, playing such an inexperienced back four in this second half. Belgium have threatened to cut them apart every time they attack. So much ability in this team now. They are certainly the nation to watch in the World Cup qualifiers. In the doldrums for far too long, the Belgium national team. You get the impression they are about to fly out of it. And he must be excited too. Vincent Kompany, Premier League winner with Manchester City. He guided his team to Brazil 2014. You certainly wouldn't back against it. Ryan's header. Just felt the Euro qualifiers was a tournament too early that World Cup 2014 would be the target. And in his second half performance, they're looking ready. Albeit against a disjointed looking Dutch team who have only really played for 10 minutes, that at the start of the second half. De Bruyne. There's Martins again, he's wreaked havoc since coming on. Martins with the touchback, oh, it's 4, it's Jan Vertonghen. 3 goals in 4.5 minutes here for Belgium, and they're in dreamland. Belgium 4, Netherlands 2, and the look of Louis van Gaal and his coaching staff says it all. They have been torn apart here by Belgium in the second half, and there's still 10 minutes to go. Dries Martins again at the centre of it, and Jan Vertonghen slots it home. 4th international goal for the new Tottenham defender. Thomas Vermaelen, he likes to weigh in with a few. Will have enjoyed that one. 4-2, Belgium lead. This is without the likes of Fellaini, Hazard and Kompany on the pitch. Happy reading for Belgian supporters. They're heading for a 6th game without defeat against the Dutch. Netherlands heading for a 4th successive defeat, including the 3 losses in the European Championships. It's a long time ago now, doesn't it? The World Cup final of 2010. Easy claim for Thibaut Courtois, who's had very little to do in the second half, and look at the frivolity amongst the Belgian supporters. They've been suffering. The Dutch have been on a great run, a trip to the World Cup final, qualifying for everything. Belgium really have been in the doldrums. They're about to return, you feel, to world level with a bang. Alderweireld. Away by Courtois. There's Vermaelen. Now Witsel. In towards Lukaku. Because they're going to score every time now. Lukaku again. Powerful run by Lukaku. Witsel's shot is blocked away. He actually hit his own player there, Thomas Vermaelen. Witsel with that effort. The way Vermaelen and Vertonghen get forward for Belgium. There's Robben. What a start for Mark Wilmots. This is the victory that Belgian fans enjoy over any other. Never beat the Dutch as a player, Mark Wilmots. 4 appearances against them, 3 draws and 1 defeat. Header away. Alderweireld. They immediately launch onto another counter-attack here with Kevin De Bruyne. Couldn't squeeze it through, though, to Lukaku. This is Van Rijn. Robben. So always plenty of goals when these two meet. There was a 5-5 draw once in Rotterdam back in 1999. A game that Mark Wilmots actually scored in, his only goal to Netherlands in his international career for Belgium. 6 more here. Still time to add to that tally. It's the team in red who look the more likely to add to it. It's De Vrij. Header down. There's a chance for Robin, maybe. Huntelaar in there, but it's blocked away. Gile and Alderweireld both getting in the way. Dutch still pressing, though. Adam Meyer laying it off to Robin. Now Schneider. There's no way through for the Dutch. From that extraordinary opening 10 minutes to the second half, we haven't seen much from them at all. Ryan bringing down Vertonghen. The final 5 minutes. What a wonderful sight the King Bodewijn Stadium is. It was improved for Euro 2000. Competition that was a disaster for Belgium, saw them exit at the group stages. 2 defeats from their 3 group matches. De Jong. Van Rijn. Van Rijn. Lens. This is Robin. Nowhere to go. Ryan gets it away. Only as far as Weergever. Now Martins. Looked as though he was going to be the impact player. Played his part in the 2 Dutch goals after coming off the bench. It's certainly been trumped now by the performance of Dries Martins in the Belgian midfield. Weergever. Now Schneider. This is Robin. Schneider. They're playing it at times, although Schneider gets it in this time, headed away by Alderweireld. Now De Jong. This is going to be tough to take for the Dutch supporters. Van Rijn. It's De Jong. Now it may have got them to the World Cup final, but there's a lot of fans who weren't too impressed with the style of play under Van Marwijk. His position was certainly untenable after the debacle of the European Championships. Alderweireld. Performance in the World Cup final itself against Spain, and the physical nature of it disappointed so many Dutch fans who are brought up on the finer things in life where football is concerned. Alderweireld. Kaku. De Vrij. It's pretty isolated though. He makes himself available. There's Witsel. Gile. Cheering every pass now, the Belgium supporters. We're going to dine out on this result for a long time to come. Here's Van Rijn. Our trip to Wales is Belgium's opening qualifier on September the 7th, followed 4 days later by a home tie with Croatia. They'll be looking to hit the ground running in that competition. Schneider. He gets there, but it's cleared away again by Vermeulen this time. Martins, Lyon. Nice touch, Robin in towards Maher. Looking a beaten side now, the Dutch. Tough opener in their World Cup group against Turkey. They travel to Hungary for their second game. On paper, a group that Netherlands should negotiate pretty comfortably. Turkey, Hungary and Romania the main threat. Estonia and Andorra the other two sides. Schneider. Van Rijn. Mainland's dispossessed. Belgium had won the World Cup itself, given the atmosphere inside here. It's great to see from an international friendly, a real throwback. You get the feeling too that the good times are coming again for Belgium. Never world beaters, but always a tough team to beat, always there or thereabouts. Runners up to West Germany in the 1980 European Championships. Beaten by eventual winners Argentina in the semi-finals of the '86 World Cup. They were always in the major finals. It's De Vrij. They're away by Gillet. Back to 2002 for this major competition that Belgium successfully came through a qualifying tournament. It was the 6th of their successive World Cup qualifications. 4 failures in '06 and 2010. Here's Lukaku. He feels he was blocked by Vergiva. He didn't share that sentiment. Martins. Once again, tentative now from the Dutch. Some work to do, Louis van Gaal. Some senior players will return. Certainly been a baptism of fire for the likes of Van Rijn, De Vrij, Vergiva and Martins. All picked up their first international caps. Stepping in. Hands for Tongan. Vergiva. They're away by Alderweireld. Here's Mertens. Second half for Belgium. De Bruyne. And there is the final whistle. And listen to the reaction inside the King Bodewijn Stadium. Applause from Vincent Kompany, who didn't play his part. But it shows just how impressive this Belgian team is, that they still have the likes of him and, of course, the injured Merouane Fellaini to come into this side. It is a team who will certainly be there or thereabouts when the places are handed out at the 2014 World Cup. And you expect the Netherlands will be there as well. It is a 4th successive defeat, and it will be a hurtful defeat for Louis van Gaal's first match in charge of the Dutch. Narsing and Huntelaar temporarily had them in front, but Belgium have won it 4-2.